Hello there, and welcome to the General Chat Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about all things Latino. This is a Latino episode. We've been waiting for this one for a while. I'm your host, Andrew, and I'll be joined today by Hoodie,
Hello everyone, hola.
Gustavo,
Hey guys.
Vanessa,
What's good, baby?
and Wolfie.
Hi.
And as I said, today we're going to be doing all things Latino. You know, everyone knows a Latino person if you're not one yourself. So, buckle up. Today we're going to be talking about cultural differences, different languages we speak, stereotypes of our people, urban legends, movies, and all that. For as hard as it is to believe, yes, I am Latino. Wow, that was something. Well, I always have to make this. I always have to say it. Anyways, all right.
Yeah,
cultural differences.
The
First
British,
thing,
the British accent ain't helping, right?
the white guy that sounds British but is actually a Latino. Wow. Anyways,
Wow.
anyways,
diverse.
I do have to say that myself and Gustavo are from Brazil.
Yes.
You know that one country everyone tells you to go to? Yeah, don't go to it. But anyways, we're from there. And
Brazil.
Hoodie is from Argentina. Vanessa
Hey.
and Wolfie are from the US. But we are all Latinos. We have that one thing in common. We do the, we do all share that.
Latino things.
Anyways,
Well,
Yeah,
Anyways.
I thought it'd be fun to talk about a bit of our like cultural backgrounds. What's up
Yeah.
with like our historic, I guess, backgrounds. What's up to? I mean, only me, Gus, and Andrew grew up in the places we have like
in the actual
ancestry from.
Latino,
Like,
actual Latino.
I
regions.
fuck
OG
you.
Latino.
fake
You
Latinos.
literally
Nah.
sound fake
nah,
they're all
Latino.
fake.
Oh,
Off
okay.
brand Latino.
We're
You're trying to.
We're
Oh
kidding.
God.
No, we're kidding. But like for real, because like I know I mean, I guess growing up, Latino in a country that is not, it's gotta be like a different experience, like growing up white or like anything else.
Yeah.
So that can be interesting as well. If you guys want, I can start like with, I mean, I don't know, any cultural stuff. I grew up in Argentina. It's a pretty white country actually. Like
Yeah,
not even white Latino. We have a lot of like European.
actual white communities.
Yeah,
We
no,
do
no.
have a lot.
In Argentina, we have like more more white people than like brown, black people. Like
Is
for real, I
Argentina a
think.
colony? Like, is a British or American colony, something like that?
Nah,
Jesus Christ! It was
Spanish.
It was a Spanish colony. Oh my
It was a
God!
Spanish colony.
Okay, so that explains the whites.
Until
It
Is-
was like 200 years ago. Then we fought a
then
war.
then the
Yes.
Germans came around.
No, but we
History in
had
a
a lot
nutshell.
of immigration from. We had a lot of
Actually-
immigration from. Shut the fuck up! I'm talking. We had a lot of immigration from mainly Italy. My family is Italian, half at least. Italy, Germany, Spain. So most people I know are white. Like in fact, it might sound insensitive
God.
to people like from the U.S. because so you gotta
Okay.
understand like it's a different context, it's a different life, and all that. So like I'm called by my friends black guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh.
Hoodie, you're not
it's
black.
not.
but sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not at all. So that's the thing. We have so little amount of brown or dark people or black people in our country that the slightest person with the darker like skin
Yeah,
tone,
I
it's called hey
understand.
black guy.
Yeah.
Not even black guy, just hey black.
Yo. That's
Oh,
terrible.
that's just
Country.
so
It's
that's so
much more
racist. Oh
diverse.
my
Let me
god.
explain. Let me explain it.
Okay,
As I
okay,
said,
okay.
let me preface this with it's like a different context of life, alright? It's not the US. We like there's like 3 black people in the whole country. Like Loki. There's not anyone from Africa or anything. There's a few like the last years there being immigration. So people don't understand racism in that way. There's more xenophobia than racism. So like saying black, it's like more of a term of endearment that a racist thing to say. It's just not a thing in the popular like culture, I guess. It's weird to explain to someone that doesn't live here. But yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
at least
I
in-
mean, growing
makes
up in
sense. Makes
Brazil is
sense.
a little bit of a different experience.
Yeah, Brazil
For
is
example,
completely
we
much more diverse.
Brazil is
Okay.
culturally huge. It's a huge country.
Yes.
I mean, in all ways, and especially culturally, we do not lack different cultures in here, and that comes with another side effect. Everyone is mixed. Everyone has a little bit of everything. Everyone is a little bit different than the other person. But yeah, so like in Argentina, there are very few people of color, but here in Brazil,
Yeah.
like there are very few
Mhm.
actual white people. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh,
And
Okay.
a fun
yeah,
fact. You know why
I mean,
Brazil is the one with the most expensive legal passport? It's because
Hmm.
anyone can be Brazilian. You can look like anyone,
exactly, in the black
any.
Oh
market.
wait,
Yes,
really?
In
in the
the
black
black market,
market.
if
Mhm.
you're gonna buy a passport in the black market, and it's a Brazilian illegal fake, you know, passport, it's actually one of the most valued ones because literally anyone can be Brazilian. For example,
Yeah.
I'm German. Gustavo is half native, half Italian. And then if you go down the street, you're gonna find Nigerian people, and
Yes.
it's so diverse.
Andrew's
It's
neighborhood
just
is like Arab people, right?
yeah, I mean, in my neighborhood, we have a mosque down my street. If you go down my street, turn right. There's a mosque for Muslims,
Yes.
for people from like Lebanon and Syria, refugees from the war. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a thing. We have
Oh
a lot
wow.
of people from everywhere here, and it's actually fun.
Yeah.
It's actually very very good. It's you talk to someone here, and chances are they're going to have something interesting about their culture to say. For example, myself, my own example,
Mhm.
half my family is North Italian, half my family is German. So, yeah, we
Wow.
do keep the tradition. For example,
I mean, I'm
Sundays
Christian.
always have special, dinners and lunch meals. We
Yeah,
always
in
do something
church.
special on Sunday, and church and Catholicism and all that
yeah,
Wait,
comes
what?
with the
Roman.
Italian
Hi.
culture.
I
Yeah,
think we're
Roman.
all
Yeah,
Roman
Brazil is
Catholics, at least in
basically
family-wise,
50%
right?
Christian.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, I am too.
Oh.
I mean, I am both
Spe-
family-wise and personally. I am very, very Catholic. But yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah. Speaking
uh,
of which, I got kicked from a Catholic church. Uh.
Wait,
uh.
what?
Yeah.
What were you
We
doing?
don't talk about such things, but yeah, I got
but
kicked from
yeah,
a
I mean,
church.
you can hardly even mention Brazilian cuisine without mentioning at least 17 different countries in that
Oh
in
my
our
god.
Yes.
cuisine. It's awesome.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely mixed. And like, I wanted to ask you guys, what's your cuisine like? What do you eat? What Latino
What is your
dishes do you
favorite
eat?
food?
Yeah, not in general, but
Mhm.
like, Latino stuff. Because this is a
I eat
Latino
guinea
episode.
pigs.
No, you
May
Jesus
I
don't.
Christ.
start?
What
May I
do you
start?
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, I know. They
Okay,
do
okay. Let
actually.
me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. So like basically, like okay, so my family like because like my family's over the way in Ecuador, but they basically own a farm, right? We have cows, we have chicken, we have like sheep,
Yeah.
and we have guinea pig, because it's considered almost like a delicacy here, and it's kind of funny because I have like two guinea pigs. So
Oh
I was
god,
like,
poor guinea pigs.
Not to eat,
so
right?
I mean, all I'm saying is that they look, they, if the pandemic gets real
Oh my
bad, I
goodness,
mean,
no.
No, no,
I'm just
don't do it.
saying, I'm
They
gonna
are so
endure
cute.
it. I gotta
No,
They're
do
so
what I
cute.
gotta
don't
do,
do it.
okay?
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Please don't do that to them.
Well, in
May
Argentina,
I
we like to
elaborate
eat.
on the food stuff?
In Argentina, we prefer to eat cows and shit, not like pets, but I don't know,
They're not pets. I mean,
preferences.
we farm them like any other animal. You have the goats. You have
Contrary
the.
to popular belief, we don't actually eat monkeys in Brazil.
Oh,
Some of us do, like the
isn't that how the Ebola
they don't
started?
put-
We don't
they don't
eat
monkeys. It's
monkeys.
disgusting.
But I'm saying, isn't that how Ebola
Hey,
started
No,
out?
it's
what?
basically
Because someone ate a monkey?
monkey soup.
No, I think it's different.
Monkey
Hey.
soup, yeah. Sopa de macaco.
Ooh.
It's sopa de
Yeah,
macaco.
an actual thing. Yeah.
Oh
What
no.
the?
Also, one thing I have to mention for Gustavo and myself, the way Brazilians laugh is very interesting because
Yes.
on the internet, Russians laugh with a XAXA because H is X in Russian in the Russian alphabet. Spaniards and Latino people that speak Spanish laugh
Yeah,
with
we go.
We go with the-
JAJHAN.
We laugh at the ja 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 ja.
Yeah,
Ja,
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 ja, ja, ja.
But
Okay.
us, we say K.
And English speakers and any other sane person laughs with ha 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 with HAHA.
A.
But Brazilians laugh with K. With K K K K K K K K K.
Not the.
Another thing. A very popular like laugh here in the internet is like keyboard smash with us.
Yeah,
There we go, it's a
Brazilians
laugh.
laugh. We either laugh with
K.
case or with
Actually,
Oh,
I just made it
no.
funny.
keyboard smash and it's a laugh.
Dude, in Argentina, we play like all our games since we have Brazil like right next to us, and Brazil is such a big country. We share like online servers of games and shit
Mhm.
with them. So like every server I get into, there's always Brazilian people talking chat, and I always see.
Yeah.
"Ka, ka, 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 ka."
Yes.
giggle, what the hell?
But not with just K-ing away.
Yeah, yeah.
No way. Okay.
You can't say it 3 times. You can't say it 3 times. You gotta say it
Maybe
5
four,
next
maybe two,
time.
maybe one. Not three.
Hey, yo.
Just
Please
don't
curse
say
it.
3. Just don't say 3, please.
Do
And
not.
then hoodie, when you're in the chats with the Brazilian people, just hit them with a ja 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 and just like because that's
Yeah,
how we're
and, like-
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to
and
do.
we call them
then I get just
boludo.
killed as soon
Yeah.
as I
Oh.
say-
And
as
certain
soon as they
old
notice that I am
laugh
from
is
Argentina, they
We
just
say like
think I'm yes.
H-U-E.
No.
Hui. It's like our registered laugh.
Yeah, it's like all the registered like berry.
Yeah,
It's like
with
BR,
the weird ass
BR
guys,
is-
Mhm.
bulging eyes.
What is
Yeah.
I
what?
don't even know
Anyways.
what's going on.
I don't even
Anyways,
know.
anyways.
Before we got into that topic.
Anyways,
No idea. So speaking about languages, like
languages.
ja 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 and ka 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 ka. So like Andrew and you speak Portuguese because you were enslaved by Portugal,
Basically.
and yeah, I speak Spanish because Spain, and Vanessa and Wolfie, you have. Okay, wait, guys haven't said where you're from, right?
I mean,
Like
we're both from the
Oh!
United States, me and
No, where you're
Vanessa.
from, like, yeah. Like, where are you? Like, were your
But-
ancestry? Like, where your family is?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like Ecuadorian.
Yeah.
And we were also enslaved by Spain.
And for me,
so
my
we speak
my
Spanish.
family is from Mexico.
Yeah. So, well, your families, I guess. What was I saying? Speak Spanish because of Spain. Yeah, that's it. So,
Yep.
like,
Mhm.
Oh, colonizers.
contrary to popular belief, in like Latin America, there's. I mean, I couldn't hold up a conversation in Spanish with like a Chilean guy because I wouldn't understand half of it. Like, it's a
Mhm.
different language.
Yeah.
It's like Scottish accent with like an American person.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
trying to
Understand the half of
communicate
it.
with
That's
an
how I
Irish
see
person.
Dominicans.
Oh wait, really?
That's how I see the Dominicans. It's just like I'm like, what the hell are you saying?
It's like Jamaican. Like you don't understand Jamaican people, even if they're speaking English. You don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
them,
like a
you know?
totally
It's
different
about.
language.
I guess it's just a dialect. Yeah, it's a dialect. It's
For
just
me, like I
what?
can
Yeah,
barely
that's
understand
on dialects, yeah.
people who speak like the Cuban Spanish, because like it's not it's not the
Oh.
words, it's the accents for me that I can't understand because it's so strong. And for us, like for me, when I talk Spanish, I have like a higher, more like I guess more smooth kind of way Spanish. But with the Cubans
yeah,
over
I
there, like
understand that.
Dominican Republicans, they have
Yeah,
like
I feel like
such a
Argentina's-
strong accent that sometimes I don't know what they're saying. I get so confused. Not to be mean.
Yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
Argentina's kind of
Argentinian
the
English
same.
is very very standard Spanish actually.
Yeah.
in my
Argentinian?
view. Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
out of all the Spanish speaking countries, I think that Argentinian Spanish is the easiest for me to understand.
It's like when
yeah,
you
we
think
have a
of
little
Spanish, you think
lingo.
of Brazilians. Sorry, Argentinians. Argentinian
Yeah, I mean, I
Spanish.
guess because you're the closest one, and we're both like pretty big
Yeah,
countries, so we like
yeah,
recognize each other. I guess big like geographically, right?
Hmm.
So like
yeah,
we
yeah.
recognize each other, I would say. But like, yeah, it's pretty like open. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like you open your mouth a lot when you're picking like
Yeah,
Argentinian
no, it's
accents,
a very,
Yeah.
like, it's a very, very,
and it
kinda,
sounds
you
like yeah,
just do
it's
a lot of,
breathy.
you a lot of sounds.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Italian, but in Spanish. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
che
But also,
boludo, che onda, tutto bien, amigo. Just like that.
Yeah.
also,
Oh.
some. Oh yeah. Now let's get to
Uh
the
huh.
part I was excited for.
Oh,
Portuguese.
okay.
How do you speak
Oh
Portuguese?
God.
Como é que você fala português? Como é que você fala
Oh.
português?
Como se
Well,
fala
you know,
Probably gonna.
português?
the
Portugal de
thing about
Portugal.
Portuguese is that we have and I mean a lot of different accents in here. For example, people from the northeast, nordeste, they're gonna sound like very very different from what we sound like in the
Yeah.
south, and the people from the far south. Me and Gustavo are in the south, which is São Paulo,
Okay.
Yes.
but that's not the south. It's like just the
Southeast.
south, the southeast kind of. So yeah, we're gonna sound completely different from most people here. The accent you guys from abroad probably hear the most is the Carioca accent, which is the one I hate the most. Anyways,
It's horrible.
like
Like
it's
bolacha.
awful because they say things with a sh with all those sh sounds like
Yes, I mean,
biscoito.
Bolacha.
No, they don't say bolacha. We say bolacha. They say biscoito.
Oh yeah.
Coisas, merda,
yeah,
stuff
no,
like that.
Exactly.
we're definitely following you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow me, then don't. But I really need to put this out. I really need to get this out because here in São Paulo we are the most we have the most Italian and European immigrants, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we in São Paulo and like the far south. So the same thing happens here in Brazil. Here in São Paulo, we do get a few words from other languages, like Italian or something, and we do speak with a whole, kind of Italian thingy you did with the Argentinian accent. We do the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
here. We do the
Mm.
same here, and it's really interesting. But yeah, I'll finish this by saying something. People say that. I mean, at least the way I see it is that Portuguese is like if a Russian person spoke Spanish.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's how I think of it.
What?
It's like
So
if a
epic.
Russian person
Oh
tried to
my
speak
gosh.
Spanish. Não, é porque parece demais, porque a gente tem muito som de R, assim, tipo,
Uhum.
a gente tem
E
muitos
T
sons
também.
assim.
Som de T.
We have a
The
lot of
thing
we
is,
have a
like-
lot of R and like rolled R's and T, strong T
Yeah.
sounds. So like it
It's
kind of
like
sounds like Russian.
Italian
sounds.
and Russian kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
Now
anyways,
the northern
anyways,
sound more like
wanted to
Spanish people.
I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Do you guys know any proverbs or like funny, sayings and whatnot? Funny, inspiring, clever, you know it. Like proverbs or sayings from your
My-
cultures.
My favorite Argentinian word is boludo.
Boludo.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it's
we use that a lot.
CSGO's main
Yeah,
word.
use that as an insult. Brazilians use that as an insult, but it's not necessarily an insult. That's why I love it. It's like it could be, hey homie, hey friend,
Mhm.
hey
Yeah.
you idiot, hey you jackass. It could be anything. It could be like
Boludo
literally
from
anything.
a Brazilian point of view sounds like someone with huge balls. Like boludo.
Yeah, boludo sounds like,
Like,
Boludo.
if you say
Direct
boludo, we're
translation,
gonna.
The literal translation it's big balls guy.
If you have a big bold person, like if you're a boludo, you have big balls. That's the translation.
yeah.
I ain't
But,
gonna say that
It's
then.
not used in that context. It's like it's not necessarily that. It could mean like so. I would go out with my friends, and instead of saying "Hey man," I would say "Hey boludo."
Mm.
Like it's just
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up?" And I can use it to like insult someone pretty like bad,
Okay.
or just like say "Hey, you're my best friend." That's what I love it. It's
It's
like
a
Okay.
so
universal
bipolar.
word. Like
That's so
for a-
weird though.
Just like
Minas Gerais,
me.
Minas Gerais people say
like train.
train for
We
everything.
say like what's that train over there? But like no,
Yeah.
it's like what is that thing
It's a
over there?
biscuit.
Esse
It's a
trem ali.
biscuit. It's a foodstuff.
You
It's a
know,
car. It's a snake.
Lord.
It's a train.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like
imagine. Yeah, say it.
Ooga booga,
What?
but modern.
Oh.
It's like Brazilian Ooga Booga, you know, you just like,
Train.
what is that? Like, the literal translation would be like, what's that train over there? But there's no train over there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
we swap, like, what's that thing over there? But train means
biscuit,
thing.
it's
And like,
anything.
yeah, you know.
Oh Lord.
That sounds.
Vanessa, you were gonna say something.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Oh wait, yeah, no. The only thing I hear a lot in Spanish is from my mom, and she says "come mierda" to me.
Jesus.
That's it.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's like-
So I don't know if that's that's Ecuadorian, but that's what she says to me.
It's in like Central America, I think, like a lot.
Wait, what
It's
did
like,
she say? What did she say?
Can you
Eat
repeat?
shit.
No, it's shit eater, right? Or
Yeah.
eat shit.
No, it means eat
Oh,
shit.
No, they're both. You can use both.
It's because
Yeah,
of
but like in
come, so
Spanish,
it's
how
like
do you say it in
yeah.
Spanish? How do you say it in Spanish?
I don't
In
have a good
Argentinian, you
accent.
wouldn't say that, but like,
just say it.
How
Oh,
would
yeah.
they say it? How
Come
do they
mierda.
say it? Oh,
Come mierda.
oh,
Come
that's-
mierda.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
It sounds
god.
French,
Eat
like
shit.
merde.
That's what it says.
Merde.
That's what it means. But yeah,
Wolfie,
wait.
Wolfie, any words?
Hey mom,
expressions?
hey mom,
Um,
can you get this for me? Come mierda. Okay, all right.
I mean, I really wouldn't think so, cause like, I mean, I guess so, but I mean, lots of people already know, especially if they live in here, like, especially down where I live, for example, like in the lower region of like the United States,
Right.
you'll know like a lot of sayings, Mexican. So there are some like bad words, kind of related to what like Vanessa's mom likes to say. But we say
Oh.
for bad words we say either chinga tu madre, which is kind of like saying, and I'm not saying
Oh.
it to be, but it's kind of like saying like fuck your mom or something like that. But from what I'm understanding,
Yeah, like go fuck your mom.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I've heard that a
yeah.
lot.
Oh, it's like hijo de mierda, which is kind of what Vanessa's mom likes to say, but you know, it's just
Son of shit. That
basically.
means son of shit.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have some stuff like that.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot too, but is that like specifically for like lower United States? Because I'm all the way over here in New York, so it's like
Yeah, and I'm over here in South Texas, so you'll hear like a lot of stuff like that.
oh
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
movies. Let's talk about movies.
One okay, wait. Before we do that, one I like as well that I remembered. It's not an insult, not at all. But like, che, it's like the quintessential Argentinian word. I think Uruguayan people say it. You know,
Wait.
like Che
Yeah.
Guevara.
We do
We
say
say
like
it, we say it here
bache.
too. We say it here
say
too,
che
as
actually.
well?
Yeah, we say it.
Really?
But like
Nice.
in the south, in the deep south, we say che. Everyone calls each other che. Like or che.
Yeah.
You know, you say
Yeah,
that.
so,
okay,
like, you know
or
the-
hey,
You know you know El Che Guevara, the guy from the
Yes,
Cuban
we do.
Revolution.
know. We
So
do. know
they
Che
call
Guevara.
him. I think they called him Che Guevara because he was Argentinian. So like Guevara was his last name, and the Cuban people called him Che because he was Argentinian.
Yeah.
And it was like somewhat of an Argentinian word, mostly
Yeah,
Argentinian.
exactly.
Uh,
But like,
yeah,
okay,
it's kind of the same as boludo, but like you can say
yeah.
Che, bring me the thing. Che, great guy. Che, fuck you. You
Our,
know? It's
our
like,
version of that would in Sao Paulo we have regional kinds of ways to call each other here in Brazil. So like it's not an entire nation thing. We have regional ones. So like here in Sao Paulo would be viado. It literally means the F slur.
Dear.
You know. The F slur you don't call gay people because that's offensive. We
Yeah, and
call
I'm
each
gay,
other
so
that
please don't
all
say
the
that.
time.
Yeah, it's like when
Gustavo
you're
is too.
laughing,
Oh,
Gustavo
Wolfie,
is
you are?
too.
say,
I'm bisexual, and I'm Luz. I'm with Luz right now.
Gustavo is too. Don't worry.
Damn.
Gustavo
Yeah,
is too.
and I'm
It's
dating
just for
Luz
the
right now,
cultures- if we're just
so you know.
I know. It's just for the culture's sake.
You know what?
But that's,
Yeah,
that's,
word
that's-
Yeah, and I know you. You won't do that.
Casual homophobia.
it's like casual here in Brazil. Like we say that to everyone, and
Yeah.
like it's just a thing from the language. But another one is mano. Mano. We call
Yes.
everyone
Yeah, I know
Mano.
about
That sounds like
Mano.
Yes,
mano.
bro.
It's not hermano. It's mano. It's just mano. Oh yeah, you know.
For
I
me, it
just think
sounds
of
like hand.
hand.
Yeah,
Mano.
it sounds like
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Nah,
what I
it's
was
like
thinking.
abbreviation for hermano, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an abbreviation for
Yeah, kind of.
mano.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what
Or say
well,
mano.
So
my aunts
Yes,
call my
mano.
mom. They call her mana. Instead of saying hermana, sister, they say mana.
Yeah,
Mana is like a feminist
yeah,
thing
exactly.
here. Girls call
That's the
each
thing.
other mana here.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
Hmm. Hey, so Gus, you were saying that movies. You want to talk about movies?
yeah.
Yes,
Let's talk about
let's talk about
movies.
movies. Can I elaborate?
Yes, you
Yes.
Yes,
can.
I watched some movies here. They like 90% of Brazilian movies are comedy, like those big end of night comedy, like with old jokes and just old humor, boomer humor, and then
Boomer.
spiced up. Yes, basically 90% of our movies. Can you
Right.
confirm that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
And yeah, Brazilian movies, Brazilian cinema is just basically comedy. We don't take anything seriously, and that's it's
Yeah.
and where it's like everything is comedy. Everything is reason for a joke. Our corrupt president from like a few years ago,
hmm
Who
Dilma.
was Sonata?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
no, Dilma before Bolsonaro.
Juma. Yeah.
Dilma. Well,
Dilma.
we literally, yeah, Dilma.
I
We
like Dilma.
literally, no, she was
No,
impeached.
no.
She was
Let's not
corrupt.
get
Yeah.
political.
She
but, like,
just
Not a
no
great
no
one.
just
Uh,
we
we'll
made
talk about
like
it later, though.
how many movies weren't like mocking her, just straight up just showing her and mocking her,
Yeah,
like
just
everything
comparing
is
to
a reason for a
capivaras.
joke, even if
Capivaras.
even if it's the biggest tragedy ever, it's a joke. So like our movies are pretty boring. I mean, boring in the sense like they're not meaningful, they're mostly jokes.
That's
So
just
Right.
That's
sad.
something
Dude,
your uncle would love,
Argent-
basically.
Ar- Argentinian cinema, I think, is pretty good. There's actually like a horror movie I really like. It's called Terrified, so Aterrados. It's like translated.
Oh.
I think it's like somewhat of known in the U.S. It's pretty good because I saw a review of a guy, like an American guy, on YouTube of the movie, and I said, "Why is it called Aterrados?" And then, oh shit, it's an Argentinian movie. Huh? But like, I feel like Argentinian cinema is pretty good, and there's one specific show, like TV show, that I absolutely love, and I feel like um an American or like British, I don't fucking know, so like an English remake would make so much money. It's such a good idea. So okay, let me pitch it to you. Okay,
Yeah.
so like
Right.
the deal is there's this group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like these four guys, Ravena, Santos, Lampone, and those are their last names. And fuck, what's the other guy's name?
You can do
Fuck, I
it.
always forget him.
Oh, that's
Google
when
it.
you know he's not
But there's
important.
yeah, I mean he's great, but Medina, there you go, Medina. He's great as well. They're all great. So like the thing is, they A Team, not A Team. Yeah, is it A Team?
hmm
The one show with the guys that went to like war and did like these odd jobs, I guess, and shoot each other, and every time in the end they Mr. T was in it.
No, I don't think I heard that one.
I don't think I
Never
heard
heard of
of
it.
Yeah, I
that
don't
one.
think so either.
A Team. I think that's okay. So okay, let me explain it differently then. So like this group of people like handled with operatives, not military operatives. They were like civilians. Like they handled problems like the institution couldn't handle. Like
hmm
so, like in Argentina, and I'm guessing most of South America and Latin America for that matter, there's a ton of corruption and shittiness from the
Oh.
yes from the not only the government but like
There's no shortage of that.
everywhere.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, like the little guy is always on the like on the losing side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this group of people would
On the losing side.
make
Yeah.
up this whole simulation operative thing. They call them simulations. They were called the simulators,
Uh,
los simuladores.
okay.
And like they would make this whole fucking acting scenario like super planned out with huge budgets and shit. And they would like deceive everyone around them to like make these crazy scenarios, so that the people that were being like they were having a bad time with the establishment or with either their businesses, their lives, and they were being like damaged by governments and shit, they would get away with it in a way, not like criminals. Like, so let's say there was one episode where like a group of an old person house. I don't know if that's how we call it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were like gonna get bought by like a millionaire, and they were gonna get like displaced because they didn't have anywhere else to go. So they make this whole crazy ass uh like scenario to like deceive the guy that was gonna buy it. And so like apparently they were fucking vampires with like ownership of the place, so they were gonna like build this condo in, and like they, I don't know, it's crazy. I'm not explaining it really well because it's hard to translate it all, but it was such a good show. If I think there's English subtitles in some place. They like one time they go into the FBI building and they like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's good. That's all I
Nice.
got.
Sounds interesting.
Also, one other thing is Chavez.
Wow.
Everyone knows. I don't know.
Oh,
Chavez, yeah.
Chavito.
Chavez.
El Chavo.
Chavez. Everyone knows him.
Yeah, it's like a
Uh,
worldwide culture.
He's like, yeah, but they come from over
Mr.
here.
Worldwide.
Chavez is like
No, it is Spanish.
the Argentine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
It
know.
is originally
down here.
Spanish.
I mean, down here in South America, but like it's
Okay.
it's a whole world. It's a worldwide thing, but they come from down here. You know, the whole cast of Chavez and the whole idea. I
Yeah.
think Hoodie knows more about that than me, because he's
About what?
Argentinian. Chavez.
Chavez. Hugo
Yes.
Chavez, the president.
No, the show. The show.
I don't
El
know what-
Chavo. El Chavo, like the.
Ah,
No!
El Chavo. Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh.
El Chavo del Ocho. Yeah, I know that. I know him. Yeah, I know. It's an old ass show though. Like it's from
But it's
Mexico, though,
good.
right? Wolfie.
No,
What?
they're not Mexican.
El Chavo del Ocho.
They
I don't. No, I don't think so.
No.
I haven't heard.
Have I
Are you
been
kidding me?
deceived?
El Chavo del Ocho. La
No.
vecindad del Chavo del Ocho. It's fucking Mexican.
Ye-
Right, Wolfie?
Yeah, yeah. I thought you were talking about something else, but yeah, it's from Mexico. It's filmed in Mexico.
Shit, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, El
it's made
Chavo del
by- it's made
Ocho.
by Chespirito.
Yeah, rest in
Chespirito,
peace.
He made it.
Oh,
He
really?
acted, yeah. He acted like he acted as
El Chavo. hmm
I just googled it and it is Mexican. El
Yeah.
Chavo is.
I was so
Mexican.
confused. I was like, "What are you guys
Yeah.
talking about?" And then I was like, "Yeah, yeah, Chavo del Ocho is from Mexico." So it's Chespirito.
Wow,
Like
look
and then
at
Chespirito, and
you.
then there's the other one that he did. We was kind of dressed up like a. Forgot what's it called.
Yeah, the one who has like he could get small with like pills and shit. That sounds weird.
No, it's a. No, it's a. It
No,
was
yeah,
another
he was
one.
Like,
It wa-
he was like a superhero.
Yeah, he was like a superhero. I forgot what's it called. Started with an
Hello?
S.
Yeah.
But
what is the
anyways,
He was like an ant. I don't know.
Also, I wanted to ask. This is something important.
Okay.
Music. What's the music like over there, Hans?
Oh, okay.
Latino
We have.
music.
I'm gonna tell you guys. We have a lot of reggaeton.
Yeah, music.
Yeah,
Oh
I
no.
hate reggaeton.
Over here, it's like very
Yup.
big.
I know it's
Absolutely.
like
I mean, I don't listen to a lot of
the
it.
culture,
Ah!
not really, but I
Bye.
hate it so much.
I mean, like for like
It's
yeah.
Basically,
reference, but-
music.
I mean, I'm not
in
into it, but
Brazil.
it's very popular over here. It's like the reggaeton, and then
That's what
you know,
Mama
all those like
said.
Spanish songs where you dance and like quinceañeras and all that. Like that's very popular. I don't listen to all those songs
Yeah.
though. I'm more into like the Japanese side because I'm weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brazil
here we
music
have,
is
um,
basically.
My mom puts
Brazilian
them
music
on.
is interesting. It's
Oh.
complicated.
Yeah.
because Nowadays, I don't want to sound like a boomer, but I have to sound like a boomer. Brazilian music nowadays sucks. Really.
Oh,
It's-
It's
no.
basically.
Just look up
think
Don't
of
do
that,
it.
like
Just look up
it's country
Brazilian
music,
funk.
but sad for people
No.
who are being
Literally,
cheated on.
just look up on Google Brazilian funk. It's basically it's
Oh,
awful.
that's
It's
fine.
god awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
mean,
Brazilian funk is like
I do
hard
have to
wave
say
of
I do
Latino.
have
Let's
to
be real
say
here.
that
Wait. Let's be real here. Funk in general, it's pretty awful.
I know, but it's a Brazil thing.
Yeah.
It started here, sadly. But yeah. But Brazilian
Yeah.
music in general. Brazilian music in general.
Oh,
pretty
come
good.
on,
When I
guys.
say Brazilian music, I mean like we call it MPB, which is música popular brasileira, ou seja,
Pop. It's pop.
aka pop, Brazilian pop, which includes rock.
One thing.
It's funny because we call rock pop. It's not pop rock. We call both pop and
Pop
rock
rocks?
pop. The same thing. We call it popular music.
Yeah.
So like
No, I didn't say
um,
pop
for
rock. I
example,
said pop
one of my
rock, like the
favorite bands of all
candy.
time
I'm
is
really
Legião
hungry.
Urbana,
Sorry.
which is
Oh
a
no.
Brazilian band.
It is famous
You
for
know,
like
the rock scene.
some boring guys
From
playing
the-
on guitar at when people like gather
Oh,
down.
shut up! Shut up! Shut up! It's good rock. It's good Brazilian rock. Okay.
Yeah.
And from the metal scene, we do have a very, 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 very famous band, especially outside of Brazil, Sepultura. You've probably heard of it, Sepultura. It's a Brazilian band actually. It's
They sing in
very,
English,
very
right?
heavy. Yeah, they sing in English. It's a very, very, very heavy metal band, but
Nice.
it's Brazilian, and they are very, very famous worldwide. It's fun. But
Yeah, heavy metal. Max and
Yeah,
Igor Caballero.
in
Wow.
Argentina we have a ton of music. We have like folklore and shit, but like we have a big rock. It's a big thing here. We have like we call it national rock, like as
yeah, we call it hockey national here too. Like it's
yeah.
national rock.
So our national rock, it's like a big deal here. There's like three, not three, but there's a good bunch of like legendary even bands. They like filled stadiums of like 100K people in the 80s and the 90s.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. And they, I think they went
Oh,
to the US a
wow.
few times. They filled stadiums, 50K people or more. Like they were pretty big. Mainly Charlie Garcia. Yeah.
Oh.
He was like a legend here. You might have heard of him. I don't know.
Yeah, he sounds
But,
familiar to
Oh, and
me.
not
it's
to
like
forget, since we're talking about rock, this is not national, but Santana. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
he does.
He is epic, and he's American now, but he's a Mexican guitarist. Wolfie, have you ever heard of Santana?
Like,
Santana, ever? The guitarist. Oh my God, he's so good.
I did.
He's Mexican.
like
And he
I'm saying,
sings
like
in Spanish.
it
Yeah,
sounds
exactly.
familiar, but
Carlos
I don't
Santana.
remember like
Carlos
the
Santana.
people that play the songs. Only like how the music sounds like. So I might know the
It's
person.
like Maria Maria. Have you Maria Maria? Have you ever heard of that song? It's so
Mhm.
famous. It's so famous. It's by him. It's his song.
It sounds familiar. Oh my god.
Corazón Espinado. Smooth. They are some very, very good songs.
Black Magic
by
Woman.
Santana. Yeah, that too.
Hmm.
which one? Black Magic what?
Black Magic Woman.
No, never heard of it.
Yeah.
El
Yeah,
Farol.
well,
Song of the Wind.
Speaking of Black Magic, I was
Like-
thinking we could end the episode with like some urban legend, superstition talk, because
Yeah, nice.
Latin America as a whole, it's kind of known for like the whole religious thing and the whole superstition thing. So I thought it'd be cool to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Today's events.
I think that maybe you
Holy
should
shit.
start
Okay, so
considering
Wolfie
what
and
happened
Andrew
before
don't
this
know,
recording.
I told Gustavo and Vanessa.
Hmm.
Yes.
So today, okay, let me explain this. So we were about to record.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew and Wolfie were like doing their own thing.
Yeah,
I
probably.
was like, we were doing like a watch party for like a YouTube video with Gustavo and Vanessa, right?
Yeah.
So my mom called me to do the dishes. I muted myself. We were already muted. I just put down my headphones. I went down, and I thought my mom was downstairs because she called me. Like she said, "Hey, my name Hoodie." He didn't call me Hoodie, but like, she called me, and I go down, right? So imagine my kitchen. It's like a square,
Hmm.
and there's like a little hallway going to it. So as you go forwards towards the kitchen, you see more of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
as you go forwards along the hallway, you go seeing more of it. So when I just see like the dining table that's in the kitchen, I see like hands that I thought were my mom's woman hands, like grabbing a towel, just sitting in the table, just like
Oh my
I don't know, grabbing
god.
the towel, no, which was normal. They weren't like disembodied or anything, so I actually thought it was my mom. I looked down because I was walking, and when I looked back up, she just wasn't there. There wasn't anyone there, like at all.
That's
And like they
scary.
couldn't have gone. They couldn't
That's
have gone
fucking
anywhere.
spooky.
And I swear I saw bare hands. Like doing stuff. Maybe I was tripping. I don't know, but like
Maybe
I
you were watching the video
swear.
I showed us, and we're like
Yeah,
talking
the
about
scary videos.
Loki.
Yeah, yeah, but like I just I wasn't priorly creeped out. I was just like chill,
How
and
bad?
then because there wasn't any
This
place
kind of
they could
stuff
have
in South
gone.
America. This kind of stuff in South America just happens, and we're so
Yeah,
used to it.
we
Like
just
it's so
accept
normal
it.
here. It's like this kind of spiritual stuff in South America. It's like
That's
oh,
it's
I
true.
saw
It's so
yeah, no, I
true.
saw two yesterday. Then there's nothing.
We
No,
have a lot of
no big deal.
mediums
Yeah,
here. A
but
lot
then
of
okay,
mediums.
so then after that I had to still wash the dishes because if not, my mom would have kicked my ass. So I go, I wash the
My
dishes,
mom.
and I was like washing the dishes one hand, and I had a
Love
knife in
that.
my other just in case.
Oh
Not that
no.
I could kill a spirit, but still. And then I kept hearing. I mean, it wasn't like related because I've been hearing them from the morning. Just like my window, I think there's something loose in it, and they made like a noise of like glass hitting against like the frame of the window,
Oh
and it
god.
kept doing
Oh
that,
no.
and I was like jumping with the knife in my hand. I was so scared.
Mm.
I was freaked out as fuck.
Must have
Yeah,
sucked.
it sucked
Oh.
so much. Like
Well,
yeah, that's my scary story. But I mean, it's not much related to like folklore around here. I don't actually know much like Argentinian horror folk stories. I know there's one that's like La Luz Mala, which is like the evil light. I think I mentioned it before, but like it's like something gauchos see. You know,
Oh yeah,
gauchos,
no,
the
no, no.
cowboys.
This is interesting. I was gonna mention that because Vanessa, have you ever heard, especially you being from the north, have you ever heard of like Will o' the Wisps, that kind of stuff? Yeah,
Mm.
La Luz Mana. It's the same. It's the same
Yes, I
thing as
have.
Will o'
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wisps.
like
It's
the
the
little
same
like
All
legend.
lights,
right.
the fairy
It's the
lights,
same
right?
legend, but they have
Mm.
it in North America, and like it's called Will o' the Wisps. And it's like a light that campers and people that go to swamps see.
Yeah.
And here in South America, it's the gauchos. They see those lines in like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
swampy
So
areas and
I
stuff.
think that's like
wow.
pretty much the only one.
No, but here's the thing. I think that like
No, it's
Will-O-Wisp is
not.
like
It's
from
well, I
like
think
Ireland or something
it
like
started
that.
in
I think.
Europe, but like
Is
it's very
it?
frequent in America too, and that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's like a lot of weird stuff that happened to like my aunt because my aunt she grew up in like in in the mountains in the countryside of Ecuador. So she always used to tell me stories about like weird shit that happened to her.
Okay.
So like basically I'll tell you one of her stories because I don't have any of my own. But basically she was going to like to school, but then she like kind of like she didn't want to go. So what she was gonna do is that she was gonna like go off and like I guess like play hooky and like skip. But basically while she was going down like the mountain, she saw a goat, and then she was like, "Oh, that's a cool looking goat." And then all of a sudden, this is how she told me, is that it opened its mouth and it had a
Oh my
tongue that
god.
Holy shit.
touched the
Bruh.
ground. Like it had a long tongue
Fucking
and it was like
Satan.
growling. It was growling. And then she said after that, yeah. Yeah, and then she said after that, like that the wind like started
Oh my god.
like really like blowing super hard, like to the point where she thought that she was gonna like fall
Yeah.
over. And mind you, when she was crossing,
Oh my
she needs to cross
god.
over a river, right?
Like
So she thought that
those
she was gonna fall
stories,
into the
those
river and
stories
drown.
of grandparents going to school
And then
back in
and
my
then she
day, and to face
yeah.
big monsters and drowning fish when I was going to
Well,
school.
let's see.
And
Urban legends
nowadays,
here.
you on your smartphones.
Oh,
That kind of
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
That reminded
We're
me.
famous for
That-
organ
that
harvesting
reminded-
in parties and stuff.
Exactly, but like
Like there's an urban legend like that some girl will drug you and put you in a bathtub and rip out your livers and put
Ew.
on a note like says call the ambulance. That's like an urban legend. I read.
yeah, and rip out your kidneys.
Have you read that,
Yeah.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that reminds me. The one
I haven't
Also,
read
what were
that.
you saying, Hoodie?
the one Vanessa told reminds me. I think there's one more I know.
Mhm.
So in Argentina we call El Monte. We call that to like not actual mountains. So like it's like a valley. That's not a valley. Like a small mountain, but like with wildlands.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily a big a tall place. It's just anywhere that's somewhat
Oh,
elevated
okay.
and that has big vegetation. So like not big as a jungle. It has places to like covered. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a folk
Yeah, I
story,
get
urban
what you mean.
legends
Yeah.
that people that lived in the countryside that lived around Montes would hear like a screech, a loud ass
Uh
screech.
huh.
So kind of like a Montes, not the
Yo.
mountain.
Okay.
In the mountains?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you know what I mean.
yeah.
But
And
that
there's like a
no, that's
mythological
also
story, I
something in
guess, like a
Ecuador
legend
too. We're
that
like, yeah.
it's a woman turned into a bird because of some love story
Uh
thing,
huh.
betrayed, the usual.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and like they would like
Of
how do you call
course.
it? They would like uh make children follow the sound,
Mhm.
like drive them
Persuade them.
into
Persuade them.
the monte, and like I don't know, fucking kill them.
No.
But yeah,
Whoa.
that's the only one that I remember being like Argentinian. I don't think it's
Yeah.
Argentinian because like there's a lot of overlaps with that, but that's the only one I remember hearing
We do have a lot of
here.
legends here in
Yeah.
Brazil, and especially
Very
ones like
rich
Yeah.
legends.
like we have some legends. I don't remember too well, so I won't get into too much detail. But it's something like another dimension that you're sucked into if you're a bad person and whatnot.
Oh, like
No.
It's you're kind of chosen to like. It's like
Such a lane game.
Bye,
Such a
Andrew.
lane.
okay.
Sorry.
Have you
It's
heard of
like
such a lane?
I'm here.
Set your link. That's
Whoa.
exactly set your link.
Such a lane.
The translation would be seven beyond, but like it's not
Yeah.
it makes no
Sounds
sense.
like an
It's
Mhm.
a
like an
parallel
anime.
universe.
Oh
Like
my
Yeah,
god.
it's
it's
the
like
real world. It's like the upside down from Stranger Things.
it's
The
like
real
it's
world, but much worse and darker.
Oh
imagine
Lord.
upside down from Stranger Things. It's literally that. Like you like there are some stories of people that were in malls and something, and like they
Yeah,
literally walked
buses.
into the bathroom and and when they left the bathroom, like they were in another dimension and shit, and they're like everything was kind
Yeah,
of rotten and old and foggy, and like there were like
yeah.
weird noises and stuff.
Oh
There
But
was
like
this guy
hell
that
it's not like
walked
no.
into a
it's not that
bus.
like there are any monsters. Like it's nothing too like it's nothing like that's gonna kill you. But like the thing is, um, depending on what kind of person you are, you're gonna face something different in that dimension to to teach you a lesson or
Right.
something.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like kind of a purgatory. Yes,
So it's
Yeah.
it's
like
like a limbo.
purgatory
It's like a
almost,
limbo you
right?
want to
That's so
take into.
scary
Exactly.
though. That is so
Damn.
There's this
scary.
guy that went on a bus.
Yeah, that's
Like
Yeah, it
crazy.
is.
he was on a small
Yeah,
city that every bus went around his own. He was like, I'm just gonna hop in, and then he noticed that everyone in the bus was weird, like dark, and one lady screamed, "Oh, you don't know such a lane? We're going to such a lane." He was confused. He wanted to go out of the bus, but he couldn't. Then he just went on such a lane.
Mhm.
It's
like
like a
there are
very
so many
rich urban
weird
legend.
stories related to that kind of extra dimensional
Ah.
limbo thingy, and like it's not
That's
well known, but it's
that's actually
interesting.
pretty.
It's
That's
Mm.
actually pretty cool.
It
I don't know
is.
that.
It's
yeah,
That's
it's
scary but
really
interesting.
cool.
interesting, and like I don't know, no one knows. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's
It's
true.
cool
I
to
don't
you?
know
There's
if
no
I'm
it's
way
so
you
fake.
can
It's
know
freaking
it's
probably
true.
fake, but
freaky.
then again, it's really interesting nonetheless. And then
Yeah.
like I said, it's fake, so I'm gonna be taking that tonight. If I don't show up in the podcast tomorrow, I'm hanging with the demons there. Anyways. Perdão, eu não vou. Isso não, por favor, não me leve para casa
Love
do cacete,
that.
não, por favor. Anyways.
Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Hágase tu voluntad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pai nosso
Wolfie,
que estás. Anyways.
any folk stories, urban legends
Oh,
that you
Something
heard
obviously,
from
something.
obviously, the
Mexican?
most
I don't know.
famous one here is La Llorona. Obviously, it's so famous, everyone knows it, right? So
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go over that one.
Lerona.
There is
Lerona.
one that I
Yup.
learned in my Spanish class that I had to take for high school. Like, there's two, but I don't want to say the names wrong because they're very hard to pronounce, so I'm not gonna say that one. But there's this one that's called I don't know if you guys have heard it, but in English it's called Dancing with the Devil or Dancing Devil. I don't know if you guys have heard about that
Dancing
one.
Devil.
I haven't heard of it.
So
It
Basically,
sounds
the one that
familiar,
they,
but
or the
please
one that I
continue.
read when I was like around middle school was there was this girl who was very like spoiled, bratty, you know, those typical girls that are like, oh, I can do whatever I want because I have all the money in the world. And I'm not gonna put her name because I don't remember her name, so we're just
Okay.
gonna go by like a fake name. So her fake name is gonna be Maria because I can't think of a name right now. So anyway, so Maria loved going out dancing. She loved to dance, so every like weekend she will go out and dance. So then one day she was at the place, and supposedly it happened in San Antonio. All of this story, supposedly, that's what they're saying, right? But basically, they're saying that one day, Maria was there dancing as usual, but she was quite dissatisfied because it was always the same people that would always ask her to dance, and she was kind of tired of it because she wanted something new. So then one day, or one night, I should say, she's approached by this man. And he looks very different from the guys that, are from her town. He was supposedly more elegant. He had like either a white or a dark suit, and his hair was like nicely cleaned and everything. Like he looked really, really elegant and very, very handsome. So he went and he asked her to dance, and obviously she was like attracted to him, so she's like yes. And they're dancing, and they're spinning around, and as they're spinning around, Maria starts to notice something. Like she starts getting obviously dizzy because of all the spinning. But as she's like spinning with him, she notices that his grip on her kind of like tightens, as if not wanting to let go of her. And then she ends up looking down, and she ends up screaming because what she sees is that she sees like a hole in the ground starting to like appear underneath their feet, and the guy's legs, or I should say feet, they start growing to like claws in a way. And they kept spinning and spinning, and it kept going faster and faster. And
Oh.
basically,
What the
like,
hell?
if I'm not mistaken, either they went down or like a puff of smoke happened or whatever. But basically, like, when the people heard the girl screaming and everything, they all looked and everything, and they couldn't get her out of like the guy's grip. So when everyone looked again, they were both gone, and there was like a pair like of like footsteps, not footsteps, but more like just a two set of footprints of, yeah, of the guy, and like like burning in a way. So
Footprints?
they're saying that that guy was the devil, right, and had taken Maria for being so spoiled and bratty and all of that, and basically took her to hell. So that's one story. Like, it's not. I don't want to say it's a religion,
Wow.
but I guess so. Cause like I said, I heard it when I was like really young, and they're saying it happened like here in Texas, like in San Antonio, supposedly. So like, there's that one.
Yeah.
That's my story.
I'm s- I'm sorry, but like when I heard when I heard that you're like saying that they were spinning faster and faster, than I could think about is
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Oh my god. No! No,
Rip,
why
rip.
did she correlate Beyblade with this?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Right.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
I think
That's
that's
just
pretty
how
much
my
the time we
mind
have for today, right?
works.
This is for the time we have for today. Jesus Christ, lads, that was a long episode. The Latino episode. This has been the General Chat Podcast. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, lads. I'll see you.